There are lots of good reasons to drive a Volvo. Sensible reasons, like safety, comfort and reliability. But looks, forget it. You buy a Volvo in spite of, and not because of its looks. Don't you? Well, not anymore. Say hello to the C70 Coupe, a sexy Volvo with swoopy lines. A car that's billed as the Volvo you want, not the Volvo you need. It's fair to say that this is the first new, truly desirable Volvo in over 20 years. Its designer, Peter Aubrey, was given a blank sheet of paper to design the kind of car that he'd like to cruise in. It's a coupe to rival the best of the bunch, a car with sex appeal, one with the style you'd expect from something that claims to be a genuine Gran Turismo. The Gran Turismo had its heyday in the 1950s. It was a car to carry you and your luggage to your villa in the south of France, in comfort, style and elegance. A car that made the journey every bit as enjoyable as the arrival. So, can the C70 live up to that reputation? Or will it just leave you longing for the end of the road? Costing just over £30,000 in its basic form, the full name is the C70 T5. And the T and the 5 let you know that there's something quite special underneath the bonnet. This 2.3-litre 250 brake horsepower engine first appeared in the 850 T5, where it got a reputation for amazing performance, and there's no reason why it won't be just as hot in this incarnation. As soon as you get in and turn the engine over, you're greeted by a rich, throaty welcome. You can get from 0 to 60 in around 7 seconds, and believe me, you'll have no problems overtaking in the C70, not with a top speed of 155 miles per hour. Now that's an awful lot of power for a front-wheel drive car to handle, but thanks to a collaboration between Volvo and the Formula 1 engineers TWR and their work on the chassis, the C70 has no problems in handling it all. It may be sporty, but the ride doesn't feel too hard. It holds the road beautifully and gives you plenty of grip through the bends. The steering feels taut and it feels direct. All in all, it's a driving experience to make you smile. On the road, the C70 is definitely a real head-turner. It may not be the prettiest of coupes, but the muscular swooping lines are very attractive. It's fresh and sharp, and it's still a Volvo. And the inside also reflects that heritage. The layout in here is almost identical to that of the S and the V70. It isn't flash and it certainly isn't trendy. What it is simple, well laid out, and it has a quality feeling. It feels rather expensive. The wooden dash trim is part of a £5,000 GT pack which is fitted to this vehicle, and that's crammed full of all manner of goodies, things like electric heated seats, climate control and even an onboard computer. And if you were to head off on your grand tour of Europe in the C70, you'd have plenty of room. There's enough space in here to seat 4 adults comfortably. There's plenty of head and leg room. And there's lots of space in the back for all the luggage. The backseat passengers may not relish the thought of spending hundreds of miles sat in the back of here, but it's far more comfortable than most in its class. Volvo have gone all out to make you feel emotional about the C70. It's certainly the most desirable Volvo we've seen in a long, long time. It's not the most powerful coupe on offer, nor is it the most graceful, but it is the kind of car that you'd be very happy to live with. It's enjoyable to drive, you feel relaxed behind the wheel, and you travel in comfort. Yep, I reckon the C70 can genuinely stake its claim as a real Gran Turismo, and not just a saloon posing in a new suit of clothes.